NSX time. So I'm going away on adventure drives, and I think I've decided, because my seat is ripping after 103,000 miles. Look at this, it's just annoying me. Stuff like this annoys me. Not much annoys me, but like, I gotta fix this. So the question is, what do I do? And I mean, you see this just looks weathered, right? And I wanna make this car perfect. Stuff like this, I'm gonna take care of. When I swap the radio here, this doesn't fit normally, but this has to be redone anyway, so I gotta get all that dialed in. So I've got 1, 2, that side I think was good. The seat, which I think I'll just do both seats. I guess the question I have is, what would this car look like? Because there's a set of black seats, like a 5,000 mile set of black seats on eBay. And you see the doors have the black inserts. So I feel like I can almost get away with it. Because I redid this insert on the other side. See, that's a little bit starting to pick up, so maybe I'll redo this too. I want to get this thing perfect. Now I've swapped this back here. This was a cause for sound, some wind noise. This side still gets it, right? This car is so close to being perfect, but so far away from being perfect. Because I redid this door panel because that was ripping. We've gone over that. I think I may want to either swap the seats out altogether or at the very least rewrap the seats. But I've always had a thing rewrapping seats. I could always tell when it's factory and when it's not. And a set of 5,000 mile seats, the problem is they're black. I think we can get away with it. With the black two-tone here, and I just don't know if people would be like offset by it, not that I'm selling the damn thing anyway. The swapping the seats, the guy's got them for $3,500. The cost I'm getting for wrapping these or rewrapping these is, what is the guy asking? I think $1,500 or $1,600. So that's an option. I've got to figure that out. That's one of the things I got to play with. This up here, there's like a little rip inside on this one. I got to replace that because I'm still getting wind noise and that's annoying. That's another $800. So just figure, even if I go the route of swapping the seats, I think for about $4,000, I can make this car perfect again. This is an aftermarket lip and it's cracked, but I feel like I'm just going to leave that because no matter what, it's always going to crack. The other thing that's bothering me is I've got, can't even really tell. There's like two like paint bubbles here. And like I see them, but nobody else does. And just like under here. So I'm going to bring this to Jay's garage. That's a definite. That's going to get redone. I think there's 1 or 2 other minor imperfections that may. This is annoying me, these scratches from when the guy at the car wash was trying to get the pollen off. Look at this. Where am I? How do I show this appropriately? Come on. They're there. There you go. See, that's razor blade scratches from the guys trying to, there you go. And they're very apparent. I don't know why I can't pick them up on camera. They're very apparent. So I want to get the scratches fixed on the front, the bubbles fixed on that. The wheels are perfect. The seats are probably the most noticeable wear item in the car. And then the couple of trim bezels. And this thing is going to be like as close to new as possible. This happens to all NSXs, and it's very annoying because of where the door handle is. Like everybody like sticks their hand in, and everybody has nails, and they go, and you get this. So I don't care how new your car is, you're going to get these scratches on, and you look at all NSXs and it's like, well, that was stupid. Why don't you have like at least some plastic on it or something like that? This chip, who knows, maybe I'll take care of that. But like just these little things. I feel like this car is so close to perfect, and since I'm going to keep it, I want to get it all sorted out. You can't see it, but I almost got hit by a dumpster the other day. I was at Closter Commons, and I just see in my mirror the dumpster door, right? There was a dumpster here, just swinging in the wind, and I'm like, oh, shit. So I go, and it either like nudged me, but I was like accelerating and in neutral at the same time, but there was a car in front of me. So I feel like there was an impact, but I don't see any marks. So I think we're good on that. But shy of the crack here, which this is again something I haven't fixed, and this has been like this now for the 7 years I've had it. There's a little crack in that. Can you see it? Can you film a crack in? That, the weather stripping, as I said, oh, you know what? This has got to be redone too. These two pieces, see, they get these little bubbles. These two pieces, the center bezel, and then the seats. The question, I guess the main question I have is, do we do the seats or do we swap the seats? Doing the seats will keep it tan, but I don't think black seats would look bad in this car. And they're actually like, you look at them, they're out of a 5,000 mile car. They are mint condition seats. So I got to figure out which direction I'm going to go on this. But I'm so close to having this car perfect. Let me go drop it off at Jay's garage. I'll let you know what I ended up doing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as to whether I should not bother swapping the seats or not bother painting the seats and just swap them, or just go with the rewrapping. I don't know, I'm so torn because I love the look of the black seats. If I could have gotten this car blue on black, I totally would have. But this was what was available at the time. But this is what I need to do. This is the 4 or 5 grand I have to spend to make this car perfect. And I just have to figure out which direction I go, because this thing looks so sexy. Tell me it doesn't look sexy. And look at it, like, that's, not that the Bentley is a huge car, but like, look at the difference in roof lines here. I mean, this thing goes up to about the door of the Bentley. It's just, the roof of this car comes about here. And this is the roof. So this is the top of the NSX, and then you have the entire headspace on the Bentley above it. Look, it just disappears below it. That's cool. Anyway, even the GT3 is significantly taller than this thing. Just come down to the roof line. You know what? That's a little camera trick here. But trust me, that's taller. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll let you know what I end up doing. This is 103,000 miles now. It's sort of just gonna, I don't know how far I'm gonna take it, maybe 200,000 miles, who knows where the hell it's gonna go, but I'm gonna enjoy it. And the other thing I have to do, I still have to fix this Rob Dom door ding on the side. I just saw it from the angle. Like, we fixed it, but not perfectly, so you can still see from just the right angle. Can we see it here? Just, I see it. I don't know if you can. But there's like a little, you see it in there? Not really a fan. Here's a trivia question. Where did I meet Rob Dom? Car show? Truck stop rest area on the side of Turnpike? Or car show? I'll give you a hint. It was one of those. So anyway, stay tuned. Off to Jay's garage to get the front bumper taken care of. I wish this showed up a little better so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But there, oh, here's like, can you see these? Can you see these little bubbles? There you go. Little bubbles. You can't, huh? Anyway, there's a couple little bubbles under the paint in the front here. I see them. And I promise they're there, but we'll get it taken care of. We'll get this thing looking perfect, and we'll let you know how much it costs. And then I'll have a perfect 100,000 mile NSX. The other thing I've got to do is I've got to, I don't know how to fix this. It's, as far as running, it runs great, except, and this is a big except, cold start. Ready for the cold start? I get belt whine, and I just had a 100,000 mile service done on this thing. Like 3,000 miles ago. Right? That sucks. And it doesn't happen when it's warm. It only happens when it's cold. And it makes it sound like an old jalopy, which it's not. But, and the SRS light, that's just going to be on forever. I've accepted it. But I got to figure out how to fix that belt whine, because it really annoys me. And it makes the car sound like shit, which, if I start it up at my house or anything like that, or just like I'm at a car show and it sits for 3 hours and then it sounds like that, I just don't appreciate it. So we'll figure that out. Thank you for watching. Rob Ferretti. I will catch you next time, and I'll let you know. We'll see when I get back from Adventure Drives. This is going over to Jay's. It'll be repainted, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do with the seats. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what I should do with the seats, and we'll make the play. So thumbs up thumbs up in the comments. Put a thumbs up if you think I should swap to black, or leave your comments if I should just rewrap them the way it is. All right, thanks for watching the whole video. You know my other company, Adventure Drives. Well, we've got 3 drives coming up this year. We're doing a DC to Nashville drive through Tail of the Dragon, through the Smoky Mountains, drinking some moonshine. That's going to be a great time. That's in the end of April. Interested in something longer? Well, we're going to go to France and Spain for our European drive this summer. That's going to be in the first week of August. And Scotland, which you've heard so much about, will again be this coming October. So check them out, adventuredrives.com. There's a link below in the description.